What up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I wanted to talk about games as a service because it's been a rough week for them, and there's been a lot of shutdowns and shutting down servers. A lot of them are dying right now, and basically, we're gonna take a look here on some tweets, especially Jimatsu, which they listed all the games that are basically stopping their services, right? And we have some really big ones that I was surprised about. For example, Apex Legends Mobile, Rumbleverse, and then today Knockout City announced they were shutting down. And it's pretty crazy because, what is games as a service? So people that don't know, it's basically a game that's most of them are free, and then they have microtransactions. Your battle passes, your skins that you buy or cosmetics and stuff like that, and that's how they make money out of it, right? So I think what's happening here is that this trend of microtransactions, games as a service, all this trend that has been going on, it's been quite a few years, and it's not working out anymore in the gaming world, in the gaming industry. And I think that's what's happening here. They're losing money more than making. For example, Rumbleverse, it only been like 5 months, 6 months that it's been out, and it's already shutting down. You got Knockout City, another game that I thought was fun, and I did play myself, and I'm pretty sure others, played the game on release, going back and forth to it and stuff like that. Maybe the player count went down. There's a lot of factors, especially since it's a free game, and they have to, keep putting money into it to keep it alive, and I'm pretty sure they're not making money out of it and actually losing, going negative on it. And basically Apex Legend as well, they announced the other day they were shutting down. They're not doing any refunds as of right now. Rumbleverse is doing refunds, and Knockout City, I think they are as well, and they're making an offline mode for Knockout City where you can still host games and play with your friends and stuff like that. So that's really cool. But the problem here, that what do I think of this, right? What do I think of games as a service? I think this trend is really bad in the gaming industry, and it worked for big titles like Apex Legends, like Fortnite, like PUBG. Those big titles, Warzone, they had the backing for it. So even if they lose money here and there sometimes, they have big companies to back them up, and honestly, these are like the pillars. So like, I don't see them dying anytime soon, because those are the ones that started everything, what I mean? And when every time there's a new game of a service coming out, and people play it, in the beginning, in the launch, it's hyped, it's you play it or whatever. But with these games, if you look at the big picture, right, these games don't have enough content. Let's be real, these games are not made for that, right? It's something that they develop in a few years. Not even, if you make a game that's full-fledged with a full story, with a full world, with a full, like Elden Ring or whatever, these games take longer to make, right? These games do not take long to make a quick buck, and it's just how it is, right? It's fine, but the content on the game is not big. So when you're done playing and you're satisfied with what you played, those certain months or that first year you played, what else can you do? Because for the most part, these games are really repetitive, and what they do to keep it, to keep you interested, they do seasons, they do battle passes, they do achievements that you have to do daily achievements and stuff like that. But I don't think it's working anymore. I don't think it's working, and so far what we've seen, I think it's happening where consumers don't want this anymore. They're just going back to the Apex Legends. They're just playing that new game for a month or two, and then they go back to their main game. So it's like these companies that try to make these new games that require microtransactions and stuff like that, it's mostly not working out. And I've noticed this trend only on Western games. It's rare to see a Japanese game or a company or whatever to make these things like microtransactions, battle passes, games as a service. I think this is only a Western thing, and it's not working out. Like, we haven't seen actual full-fledged games from them besides Ragnarok that we got, we got some big ones, but for the most part we haven't seen that much movement in terms of Western games, and it's more of this like games as a service, which for me personally I don't prefer. I prefer actual games, have multiplayer in it, play with friends, stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure this trend is not working anymore. They're losing money, you name it, right? But what do you guys think? Because this is really interesting, and it's crazy though, because these games I play myself and I've enjoyed, for the most part. But I understand why someone or people would stop playing them, because there's only so much you could do in these kinds of games. But let me know what you guys think, and catch you in the next one. Peace.